Yesterday you saw us pour concrete for the last 4 enclosures. And that was the saltwater and freshwater stingray tank, the archer tank, and the koi pond. But today we're doing something a lot more tricky. We're not just moving them, but we're putting them on the stands where they're actually gonna be. It's gonna be super cool, but I tell you what, if something goes wrong, like we drop one of these tanks, we're talking about $250,000 worth of tanks here. I don't even know how we're gonna do it, but thankfully we've got Felipe and his team here, and they seem a lot more confident than I do.
You're not ready?
These tanks are absolutely massive, thousands of pounds. It's literally 20-foot, 3-inch thick acrylic. I mean, it literally weighs 2,000 to 3,000 pounds per enclosure, and they're extremely top heavy, so it's really easy for something to go wrong. Thankfully, we actually have a forklift that we can move the tank. Because you got to remember, we have forks that are 3 foot apart, and we have 20 foot of tank, very top heavy. So moving it with the forklift is going to be sketchy. But what I'm really concerned about is getting them onto the stand. I got to remember, these are thousands of pounds. How are we going to push it off, make sure that it's exactly level without tipping over? Because if this tips over, we're talking about $250,000 worth of tanks. The good news is once they're set in place, they should be in place. It's going to look so absolutely cool. Boy, oh boy, this is high anxiety. I am freaking out that we don't mess this up.
I'm not ready. You're not ready? Bro, it's gonna be crazy, huh?
Born ready.
Yeah, that's right.
And as we're getting the last things off of these stands to start moving, my heart is starting to pound, guys, because moving these tanks is ridiculous. Again, when we moved them off the truck, I almost had a heart attack.
We're on the ground.
The question is, are they gonna move? Do you think you'll be able to move them?
Probably not. We'll try.
Oh, I just want to go home. I want to cry right now. And now we're actually going to be moving them onto stands. I still have no idea how we're going to do it. I'm telling you guys, we had 5 guys pushing as hard as we could, and we couldn't move them even an inch. How we're coming off here, I have no clue. See you a little bit? We'll have to adjust them after a little bit.
Moving stuff with Brian is my favorite thing to do ever. It's really fast and no direction at all.
Like an inch over that way. Inches make the difference.
Are we building an aquarium?
It seems like it, dude.
This is wild.
Either that or a really weird Home Depot.
I don't even know how we're gonna do it. This is 18.5 foot. I thought that tank was 20 foot. It looks like, I think we have it right. I'm not sure though. Until we actually get the tanks over, I won't know.
Felipe's saying that the forklift is not heavy enough to lift the tanks. Yeah.
I think we need another type of equipment for moving.
Told you.
Felipe actually doesn't know if the forklift can actually handle the weight of the tank. So we're gonna give this a test really quick just to see what's going on. I'm gonna help him out, make sure everything goes okay. But basically these tanks are so heavy that this forklift might not be rated to lift this much weight. We don't know yet.
But I'm open to 4 inches, but for that we need 2. If not, you know,
Yeah, it's gonna,
$5,000.
Yeah, we're not gonna find that at Home Depot.
What are you doing?
Please take me for a ride. That was cool, Lee.
You want to see if the forklift works, or you just don't want to even mess with it?
You can move it. But what about when you set it in the frame? I remove my forks, and what happened with the spacer?
Take this and we clamp it and lift up from the top. You think that might work? Good news, guys, we might have a solution. It's really sketchy, and if something goes wrong, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. And while we're trying to figure out a solution to moving these tanks, Felipe's crew is still working on getting all the sealant on all the concrete tanks that they're working on, so there's a lot going on. And look at how cool these exhibits look now that they're poured and the forms are off. This is where the filtration goes here, so it'll be themed out. And then here's where the archer fish are gonna go. Viewing panel here. We're gonna have a banyan tree right here that comes up and flowers over here. Then we have, of course, the freshwater stingray tank. And of course, there's the koi pond here. Themers show up actually not tomorrow, but the next day they start to theme it out. It's gonna take them a few weeks to theme everything, but it's gonna look so cool. It won't look like concrete now. It'll look all like natural wood and cement. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. Again, big waterfall right here. Tons of koi in here that you can feed. Weeping wall with live plants on it. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking. And today was the first day I got to see this enclosure that is actually done here with the forms off. Again, it'll be themed out, but this is again marine tank. Nick Bingo has more eels, groupers and stuff like that. Perfect tank for this. It's going to be really cool. And now you can start to see with the viewing panels how cool it's going to look. This is going to be absolutely ridiculous.
If I grab it for just one side, he turns. Try to grab it here from the round area.
Yeah. see if the forklift can even actually lift this up to give you an idea if it's going to work. This is the most terrifying thing because, again, this is a $250,000 worth of tanks here. There's no plan B. I can't get these tanks remade. I don't have the money for it, and I certainly don't have the ability to do it.
What's the width?
If you unbent it, it'd be 40 foot long.
Be about 3,074.
The capacity of that is 4,000 lower. Higher, I mean, the capacity is lower. I think it's better switch that.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, hi, this is Ryan, and I was just wondering if it's a 4,000-pound forklift.
I just got off the phone with the place we rented the forklift from, and they actually said it's a 5,000 pound, not 4,000 pound, and he assured me that we could lift 3,500 pounds without it going over. Let's see what Felipe says. They said that this is actually a 5,000 pound. It says 4,000 here.
4,600 at 189 inches, 4,750 at 171. That's what I see it saying.
Take a risk without any responsibility.
Yeah, you're not responsible. Yeah.
Now this is the drama I live for, bro.
You remember the other day, Felipe and his crew were working on the stairs for the Stingray tank. Well, we have a little bit of a problem. Basically, I thought that we were gonna have cement staircases, just like we saw on the inside, kind of that floating stair, which I thought would be really cool. It kind of curves with the tank. Well, they actually were gonna do a wooden staircase. I just don't think the wood is gonna look as good, so I have to make it audible here and make sure that they can do cement instead. So I got off the phone with Eric, the guy that's running the whole crew here, and he said we can do cement stairs, but it's gonna cost an additional $800. I think that's money well spent. What do you think about like just setting them on, not pulling it out, just leave them on the 2x4? Is that cool? That good? It's hard when you're making a $250,000 decision that could go terribly wrong, but they have to get moved, so I think we're just gonna give it a shot. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. It's like shaking, and oh my god. See, if he cuts this too tight, he's gonna crack this ledge over here, so I would be crapping myself. I am crapping myself right now.
Too close.
Close I am.
Very close.
So far, it's looking good. You're clear here. So far, so good. Now we have to get it over here and then lift it all the way up and get it onto the stand. So that's the tricky part. It's gonna look so freaking cool. Yeah. Stressful as could be. I mean, you know, we basically have a 20-foot tank. We have 20 foot in between these two poles and not have hardly any room. I mean, and at any point, if this comes tumbling down, it's gone. It's completely a disaster. So, no, right there, right there. Make sure, yeah, right. Yeah, get it, yeah. We had a little bit of a miscommunication where he thought this one went on this side. Literally have to bring it back over, set it down. But so far, at least, the tank hasn't fallen. Now we're just trying to line it up where basically it sits on the stand properly. At least it hasn't tipped over. The forklift seems to be working. Definitely pretty stressful, but gosh, it's so close.
You did it! Good job. You did it. You got 24 more to go? No, I'm just playing with you. We just got the last one, bro. Last one.
First one's in place, but we have a whole other one that goes here. But look at how impressive. You're gonna be able to see through it. You could see the shark tank on the other side. It's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. This is wild to actually have really the first acrylic tank put in the place that it's actually gonna be for the entire time. We still have one more to move. Tank, it's actually a little bit smaller, so hopefully it'll be a little easier. But unfortunately, where we need to move it is actually tighter because we can't get past this pole this way like we did with that one. We have to come from the back side. There's actually the archer fish tank, and that's gonna be the problem throughout this entire thing is like fitting tanks into areas where there's other stuff, and it's going to be like a jigsaw puzzle. And as we're removing this, the foam guys actually, thing malfunctions, start spraying foam all over the place. They got it all over their face, they got it all over the place. I think they have it under control now, but that was absolutely crazy. What happened?
The gun wasn't seated onto the manifold.
Like it just was, right? Yeah, you guys got, oh, you got it all over you too, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible. How's things going with the spraying for you?
Going really good. We got the thermal barrier coating going up. As soon as we get the thermal barrier done, we can start doing the black latex over top. So we got to get some heat in the building, or else
Yeah.
the paint will start to crack.
We have to have heat in order to get the ceiling painted, right?
Yeah, we got to keep the ball rolling.
Okay, you can see they're making the forms for the stairway. I definitely like the cement idea, like the floating stairs are going to be really cool. Definitely glad that we went this way instead of wood stairs. Get close to the stand. You're about this far from the stand now. Well, you cleared it now. You cleared it now. 6 inches from the stand. Okay, you're about to the stand right now. I mean, that was amazing. I really do appreciate it. You're a genius. So Lori, this is the deal. You cannot look to the left. Like when you cross the bridge like this.
Not falling in, but okay. When am I going to be able to look?
You could open your eyes. Oh yeah.
Good Lord, you're not really good at... And it's not broken?
We did pretty good. Is that
Ooh,
like
it's even
not-
more, see, all right, you're already just seeing cement and you got a picture, but this is a little bit better. Like, it's something a little bit more.
I mean,
tall.
that's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, look how tall
It's
that is.
tall.
And again, you're going to be able to look through and see
Yeah.
the sharks. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of tank.
That's a lot of tank. I think she likes it. And that's what 40 foot of tank looks like. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. I tell you what, I need a nap. I'm so stressed out about it, but we got him up here. It's really good. Imagine with this off and fish and lit up and coral looking beautiful. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, this was a great day.